morning to Mr. Johnson. Today, my group are going to present our Task 2 resource production under the topic Geometry. So, my group members are myself, Minache, daughter of Nedunjelian, and HAZIQ Daniel bin SAMSULARIFIN. So, I choose the topic Geometry because this is the usual topic to teach in the school, and students can easily understand the topic if the teachers are more emphasized on the exercises and the explanations. So based on our task 2, we have successfully created a resource production about geometry. So I have choose 4 examples under cube, cuboid, cone and cylinder. So now we will show you the resource production. Okay, so this is our resource production that we have created. So as you can see, we have created the 3D shaped cube, cuboid, cylinder and cone by using different papers, color papers. Okay, and we have also labeled it so that it is more easier for students to read and categorize the geometry shapes based on their names, and they can identify by themselves without seeing the characteristic. But to help the students more, we have also included and pasted the characteristics of each geometry shape. Like this one is for cube, cuboid, cylinder and cone. So the function of these 3D shapes and these characteristic is students can easily recognize the shapes. They can see, they can touch, they can feel it, and they can easily identify. Like for example, this is a cube. So students can touch and feel each part of the cube. Like for example, it has 4 surfaces. As students can see, 5 surfaces including the bottom one. So when students get the original 3D shape, they can easily categorize the characteristic of cube. Same goes to cuboid, cylinder and cone. Some of the students are not really familiar with the 3D shapes. They only saw the shapes based on the books and read the characteristics based on the books, but they haven't seen the real 3D shapes. So I think this will be more useful for students. And the characteristics here, because each of the shapes have different characteristics. Like I will give you one example. Like for cube shapes, it is almost same, but the cuboid is much more longer than the cube. Cube is square shaped, but this one is a rectangle shaped. And this one is a cylinder. Cylinder usually children can see by the 100 plus can, Pepsi can, Cola can and etc. And this cone, as you can see, students usually love to eat ice cream, right? So the cone can be defined as the ice cream cone. So this one is the most common 3D shapes, but this one it's rare and it's hard to find by the students. So when they have the characteristics listed here, so it will be more useful for students to do the worksheets when they do the exams. I think this is more than enough of the characteristics to students to memorize and to remember, so that they can succeed in the geometry topic. So that's all for the resource production. Now I will show the worksheet that we have prepared. So this is the worksheet. So there are 8 types of shapes here. So this one is sphere, cylinder, pyramid, cuboid, cone and extra prism, cube. This is semi-sphere. So students, first of all, they have to name the 3D shapes each, and then here we have 3 categories. First is number of flat surfaces, second is number of curved surfaces, and the 3 is the name. So these 8 geometry shapes have to be filled by the students based on the resource production we have created. So I think our resource is more suitable for year 1, year 2 and year 3 students, so that they can easily identify the shapes based on the names and the category. So as we can see here, then just now we have prepared a cylinder, right? So when students see this cylinder and they refer to the resource production, so they can find easily which one is cylinder and which one is cone, which one is cuboid and which one is cube, and etc. So if the students are more clever, they can easily write the category characteristic by their own without referring to the characteristic on the resource. But if the students are a bit weaker, so they have to refer to the resource characteristic and fill in the blanks of the worksheet given. So I think this worksheet is more useful, and the resource production will help the students to understand more about geometry 3D shapes. So that's all from our group. I hope the resource production is helpful for all students. Thank you so much.